Hello everybody, about to start off on another trip. This time I'm going up to Michigan and have some fun out there for the weekend and head my way back. So hopefully you'll have fun along the ride here and we'll see how this goes. Right now it's pouring down rain. I'm going to have some tailwind, probably some headwinds as well for at least part of the trip, but a good part as I head north should be tailwind, which should help a lot. But let's get started. Alright, just to show you here, it's about 10 o'clock. I charged up to basically 100%. I've been unplugged for a little bit, so it shows 99%. I reset a trip meter right there. Just wanted to show you. I have 15,371 miles so far on the vehicle, and see what kind of stats I get where I'm going and when I come back. So I'm here on the highway. I can actually make my entire trip all the way up with 5% left. However, that is something I am not going to be doing. I'm going to be stopping at least one supercharger on the way up. Right now it's saying that in order for me to get there at 5%, which is with this weather, is not going to happen. It just went away. To stay below at or below 65 miles per hour. That's not going to happen. As much as I would like to eco run or navigate on autopilot, just get done. As much as I want to eco run or hyper mile, I'm kind of in a hurry. I started off late and I really don't want to bother. So just getting up the highway. I'm probably going to be stopping at one of these two superchargers here, probably Toledo, and charge up there. So this weather is something else. Look at this shelf cloud. Extends all the way across the highway here. It's this front that's pushing through. It's going to be really windy after this, and probably most of the trip. That's just a very long shelf cloud. You'll get these here in Ohio and across the Midwest. Already down to 60 miles per hour as far as the what it wants me to drive to get there at 5%. Hopefully it reroutes me to the supercharger that I want to go to. If not, I'm just gonna ignore the nav and tell it to go to just one of the two anyway. So. Another quick update. Got about 20 miles in, 326 miles per mile. It's not too bad considering the rain and the wind. See, this is one really good thing about a Tesla is it won't really let you run completely out. It's saying down to 2% now, but this would keep you up to date as far as how much power you're going to be using and where and how much. Well, I knew it was going to happen sooner or later. Charging needed to reach destination. And it still hadn't suggested where to charge at, so can't decide. Now I'm back to the stay below 60. This I haven't shown as much, but this trip meter is really nice. I mean, it does calculate a lot of things into it. Temperature, the traffic, the current state of your battery, of course, and elevation actually, so the terrain. So taking a look here, it was estimating originally about 5%, now down to about 1% based on how much I've used just in the short range of just over 36 miles. I've been averaging 298 watt-hours per mile, which is not bad. It could be a lot better. I've gotten as low as like 219, 215 watt-hours per mile. So it's still kind of high. 300 is about average as far as this type of weather. But with other EVs, you don't get a lot of this information. You just kind of get a range estimator, and it'll give you a number. And if you start going up a hill, that number may change quite quickly. And with this, with Tesla, it accounts for that, at least as best as it can. It doesn't account for weather right now, other than just temperature. So it's not nearly as good as what it could be. But comparing to other EVs, this is probably the best you're going to get. Now, comparing to a regular gas-powered car, you can reliably predict where you're going to need to stop with a gas-powered car. You can typically know how much miles per gallon that you get and kind of, lay out, okay, I need to stop, or, because gas stations are, on practically every corner, you can just go up until you get down to a quarter or, eighth of a tank and go fill up. Well, with Tesla, with the Model 3 or any of the others, it's very much similar. You can plan out your trip, and you have a charge adapter. You can stop at a lot of different chargers out there. The Model 3 doesn't have a fast charge adapter just yet. It might one day, but you can basically plan your route out, and you'll be able to stop and charge just as easily as you would filling up your gas tank. And with the new superchargers that they're going to be building and upgrading, it's going to be probably even easier here within the next 2 or 3, 5 years. They'll be everywhere. There's thousands of them already just across the world. Delaware. The rain's definitely letting up. You can see this front is moved through and you see some of the sky opening up, which is a good sign. Went to this test area of roadway. I wish they would put this kind of pavement down, or I assume it's concrete, but I wish they would put this kind of roadway down everywhere across Ohio, because it definitely holds up a lot better. I'm sure it's not cheap, but you know, it's much better than having a bunch of holes in the road, and it's definitely noisier in spots. Quick peek so far here. Gone about 70 miles, 276 watt-hours per mile. It's been about an hour and a half. This is still saying about 5% for my destination. I've been going slower here because I've been going through town, but if I get past this traffic, it'll start yelling at me to go charge. I got about 72% on battery, and it's gonna last pretty much most of the trip. I just really need to stop once, really twice, because I want to, you know, have enough throughout the weekend to just in case, and also run Sentry mode. Going along here, I still got about 158 miles to go. It's going to be a little bit more than that with the charging stops. But hour 40 minutes, 86 miles, 269 watt-hours per mile. Not doing too bad. This still thinks I'm going to be out of charge by the time I get there, which I will, which is why I need to stop, which I've said multiple times. Here's my consumption overall. It's been really flat. It's not too much higher than rated miles, which is great. Another update here. Got 52% left on the battery. It's been about 2 hours and 20 minutes, give or take. Actually take about 3 minutes, but 262 watt-hours per mile over 177 miles. So got just under 2 hours left, 117 miles to get where I'm going. Not looking too bad, I guess. I am trying to stream a little bit and get some good footage for a road trip video, I guess. So I had planned on going to the Toledo supercharger. Now I'm gonna have 31% when I get there, which is a lot more than what I expected, which is why I had stopped complaining. If I go to this one, which is the one I was If I go to this one, which is the one closest to where I'm going to be going up here, Detroit, 8%. So what I'm still going to go and do here is I'm going to go to Toledo, charge for about 15 minutes still anyway, and then stop up at the other one. I'm not going to stick around and take a break or anything for this charger up here, but I probably will at the other one though, depending on what's around, and grab something. About 40 miles to Toledo. Not bad. Now I could stop at this Maumee supercharger, but it's kind of off the highway. I have to go through town, and I don't want to do that. So Toledo is the northern Toledo supercharger, just on the other side of the, or should I say, just on this side of the Ohio-Michigan border. It's better. About 25 miles left to get the supercharger. 160 miles total so far. 255 watt-hours per mile, so that's a lot better since that rain's gone. Been on the road for about 2 hours and 47 minutes, so it's gonna be about 3 hours on the road. I could probably shave a good 40 minutes off this trip so far, but I didn't. Just moving along. Going through Perrysburg now. Here we are going past Toledo. It's downtown over there. Can't really tell too much.
Turn right.
Nope, there it is. Let's do 4A. Alright, I'm here. I am at the Toledo supercharger. I got here with 34%, and this first charge stop over 186.5 miles. I had 248 watt-hours per mile, and it was a 3 hour and 15 minute drive. So I'm about to plug in here. Let's go ahead and still have my lights on from all the rain. Let's go ahead and plug in. And try it. This wind's pretty bad. Alright, starting the charge. There we go, I heard it click. Let's see what we get here. Ramping up. 75. Turn that hair off. 118 kilowatt peaked. Not bad. Not bad at all. Debating if I want to go and to this McDonald's over here. Like I said, there's a Burger King and a Wendy's and all sorts of stuff across the highway. There's obviously the Meijer over here, which a lot of superchargers have around here. Their Meijer have paired up for having superchargers in a lot. It's 118 kilowatts, ticked down to 112. I really only need to. I'm gonna actually set this to about. I'm gonna leave it 60% or so. So it's gonna be about 20 minutes. So I'm just about done supercharging here. I think I set this thing to like 61 or 62%. But so far 20 kilowatt hours added. Let's see here. That's about 83 additional miles. Not too bad for about 15 minutes. And it's done. So I need to unplug and get out of here. 188 miles. 61%. Time to go on the road. Off to the next supercharger. The road's rough as crap. Sorry about that. But about 50 miles. And we'll be there. Off to that supercharger. It's about 50 miles to get there. And sorry about the bumpy road. But we'll be there. We'll charge up pretty much all the way, as much as possible, and then head over to the place I'm staying. So pretty much good. I'll have 38% when I get there, so I can just, throw the pedal down if I need to. But traffic so far is not looking that great. If you can tell, no one can figure out what lane they should be in. Alright, I'm at the Livonia supercharger, 41%. I'm gonna set my charge to 100, but I'm not gonna charge 100% fully, but I'm gonna, as much as possible, being reasonable. So 252 wires per mile, 56 miles from Toledo supercharger. So this is actually a decent looking Meijer. This is a really nice place. You got Outback, got Del Taco, Culver's, got a Costco there, Home Depot, got other places behind. Yeah, decent supercharger. Let's get all plugged in. Wind. Starting the charge. Click. And here we go. What are we looking at? 115, 118 again. Alright. I'm okay with that. So I got about an hour to sit here. I'm not going to wait an hour. I'm going to probably wait about 40 minutes. Then I'm going to head out of here. So I'm probably going to charge it about... Actually, I should have set this to 90 and say the hell with it. So that's about 40 minutes. So yeah, you basically get 20 minutes to sit here between 90 and 100%. It's really not worth it. But if you need it, I mean, you can. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and sit here and stream a little bit more. And it's going pretty quick. I'm going to tear down some of this stuff, and I'm going to... I'm going to go eat. There's nothing that sounds good. That's all craft stores and everything else. I don't know. I guess I'll eat at the hotel. I don't know. I guess I'll eat at the hotel. I might, yeah. So this is my last stop, my second supercharger stop for this trip. Just basically charging up enough so I can leave the car in the parking garage, or the parking lot where I'm staying, and also allow for enough charge for Sentry mode to work, because I definitely want to keep that on. I've gotten really used to it being on. It doesn't really drain that as much as what you think it would. I've seen about 2 to 3 miles usually per hour. So you can really, if you charge the battery up to a decent amount, you basically can charge for or leave Central mode on for probably a good 2-3 days without having to worry. And it will kind of turn off after 20%. So you're never really in danger of losing or not being able to get somewhere with the car, even with it on. So that's a pretty cool thing. One thing I noticed is someone has this cart flipped there for whatever reason, blocking that spot. I don't know if it's broke. It doesn't seem to be listed as broken. Up to 58% already. Just in about last 10 minutes of sitting here. So okay, we're at 90%, just under 40 kilowatt hours added. It's 277 miles total. That should be plenty. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug and get going.